pieces of art.
Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I was inspired by a picture that I saw. So I am going to try to recreate that in layers. So I'm going to go through the stuff that I'm using while my resin is warming. I have mixed up 3.5 ounces of J. Diction 1-to-1 low viscosity resin. It's in the round jugs. To that, I am going to add Marabou alcohol ink in glitter violet blue green. This gives a little bit of a shimmer, and when you turn it, you can see the blues and greens. It's very pretty. You don't need a whole lot of that, just like 1 drop. For my white, I'm going to be using Satori White by Eye Candy. Sorry about the light. For my colors, I am going to be using Plum Alcohol ink by Octopus. And I'm going to be making a blue with the white. I just not sure how I'm going to do that yet. I'm going to probably use some Cerulean by Liquitex acrylic ink and maybe some Smurf by Octopus Fluids, just to get the color that I want in the white. And I'm going to add some pearl mica powder to that, just for a little bit of sheen. So we will be back when I'm ready to start mixing. Bye for now. Okay, we're back. My resin is at about 84, 85 degrees. So I'm gonna pour some into my cups here, into my 2 cups, maybe about 10 grams only, not very much. I don't need very much for this first round because I'm layering it. Okay, maybe a little bit more in this one. And then I'm going to pour the rest in the mold. So this already has the couple of drops of the alcohol, the glittery alcohol ink in it. You probably can't see that on well, you can see it a little bit. You could see it. I was undecided if I wanted to use a middle on this, and because of the way that the flower is situated, I decided not to. And if I didn't like the way that the middle came out, I would, I don't know, maybe put a butterfly in it or something. This mold is by Julie Cuts. It is her small blossom tray mold, I believe is what she calls it. So this first part of this is going to be pretty quick because there's not a lot to it. But I'm going to wait for that to thicken just a little bit. But while that's thickening, I am going to mix my whites. Okay, so this is very pigmented, so don't need a whole lot. Mix that in. I'm going to leave it where it's at because I am going to be adding some mica powder to it, so I don't want it to be too heavy. So I will be adding just a little bit of white, not much, just a little bit. And make sure you mix that well. Normally you would put your alcohol ink in first, but I don't want it to spread too much. So I'm waiting for it to thicken a little bit. Okay, that looks good. to the other cup, I'm gonna put a little bit of mica, pearl mica. Maybe that much. Give that a good mix. Let me get rid of this so I don't get anything in it. Okay, and to that, I'm going to add the cerulean. Start with 2 drops. That might be all I need. I wanted like a cerulean color. Oh, that's pretty pearly. Let's try 1 drop of Smurf. Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Good, good, good. Okay. It's pretty. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put those in piping bags. I'm going to have extra of the white and the blue because, you know, you can't mix. This was only like 10 grams and you can't mix much less than that. I'm going to torch this. You could see the bubbles in it. One of the reasons why I like using the glitter in these is because you don't always see all the bubbles. And of course, can't do this without getting a dog hair in it, because even though my dogs are not allowed in this room because of that. Okay. Put the blue in a piping bag as well. I do like to cut off the back end of this because I don't want to drag it through. Put this one in. Bags you can get on Amazon. They're just, you know, piping chef bags. Now I'm going to drop my alcohol ink. 1, 2, 3. And I don't want that spreading too far, too much, because I'm going to do the calla lily around it. Ooh, this is getting thick. Okay, I got to get going here. So I'm going to cut the tip off about right there. And we are going to, let's see, Mm. See, and that's it for the white. I mean, you don't use a whole lot. I do want to fix these. I don't care if there's like a little big blob in the center. I'll be covering that anyways. Okay, and then I want to put some blue in there as well. So same thing. And I think I'm going to this light gives such a glare. Okay. And then I do want each calla lily to have a stamen. Although those are going to be too big. Shoot. Well, we'll just do this. Okay. And that's really it for this part of it. I will torch it to get rid of the bubbles. And we will be back once it's cured. See you then. Hello, we are back. So because this next layer is going to be the same as before, I've already mixed everything up. I've got my blue and my white, and I'm going to pour my resin in the mold. My resin was about 89 degrees. Okay, so I'm going to drop my purple again. And again, I don't want it spreading too much. That's why I've waited so long to put it in. So I'm going to drop it here. Wait for that to come in just a little bit. I think I'm gonna have to just put this in because it is not really moving anymore. Let's see if we can get it in just a little bit. You can see, took off that little tip. Okay, that's it for that layer. Give it a little torch after I clean my hands. They're all full of resin. Okay, and we'll be back for the backing. Good morning, everyone. Well, we are back to put the backing on, and I wanted to try something a little different. I'm not sure, it might be too busy, I don't know. But I'm gonna be using, I've already mixed everything up. I'm using J Diction. I've mixed up 3.5 ounces for this backing. And I'm using Let's Resin Chameleon Powder Blue. And I'm using Let's Resin Chrome Powder Purple. So I've already mixed those up. I've split them into 2 different cups. And I want to get a marble, kind of a marbling effect. So I've let this warm. It is probably about 95, 98. You want this, when you're doing marbling, you want it to be a little bit thicker. And even now, I think it might be a little thin. Yeah, we're gonna go with it. So we're just gonna kind of just pour it all over. We're just gonna go like this. Do, do, do. A little bit of purple, a little bit of blue. A little bit of purple. I just keep going back and forth until it's all filled and incorporated. Almost to the top of my mold here. Little more room. Not sure how this is going to look with this design of flower because it's already got like 2 colors in it. So I don't know if it's going to be a little too busy. I don't know. We'll see. I wanted to just do something different than your typical solid color. And that is it. That is it. And we will see you on the demold probably a little bit later today. Bye for now. I am going to torch it. I wish you guys could see how cool these colors are together. It doesn't really show that on the camera, but these are really pretty together. And of course, you know, the purple and blue make another shade of purple, so It's very pretty. This like coming in here is pretty. Okay, bye for now. Welcome back, everyone. It's time to demold. Let's see what this looks like. It's a little soft yet in some spaces. Okay, let's take a look. Well, I'm not sure what to think. I don't know if the white was maybe a little heavy, why it's all kind of splotchy here. I like the marbled background. That came out good.